Have you ever walked into a classroom knowing that unless the stars align perfectly, you were not going to pass that test? It's one of the most gut-wrenching feelings ever, especially if you studied for longer than what was required. That tends to be a growing issue when it comes to math courses, unfortunately. Even though I myself love math, I can remember thinking I was well prepared for a test one day, and as soon as I saw the test, I thought my life was over. I mean, I did not fail the test, but I did not do as well as I wanted to either. Today I'm going to show you how to effectively study for any math exam. First, you guessed it, practice makes perfect. Practice more problems than you have assigned for your homework. You always want to practice more problems all the time and different problems at that. That's part of the reason why you look at your test and you see a problem and it's not like what you did for your homework. That's a sign that you didn't do a different variety of math problems and you should do more. Also, what may help is doing the end of chapter tests in textbooks, depending on which textbook you have and which math curriculum you're taking. Now, although practice is key, you must also familiarize yourself with all formulas, identities, and theorems. Knowing the formulas, identities, and theorems off the top of your head will save you a lot of needed time. First, you cannot apply what you don't know. If you have a problem that requires the quadratic formula to be used and you don't know it or don't remember it, then you can't use it. And you might as well mark that question wrong because you don't know it. Knowing all the formulas will also save you a bunch of time if you know them off the top of your head. Instead of trying to remember bits or pieces and questioning whether you remembered the formula exactly to the T, if you study beforehand and really remember off the top of your head all those formulas, then you won't have to waste that extra time and you can use it to solving all the math problems that you have at hand. Lastly, what you do with your time is not only important during the exam, but also in preparation. Make use of your free time and take advantage of all studying opportunities that you have. If your professor offers office hours, take advantage of them. But try to solve the problems before you get to your professor, so that way you can point out to your professor where you got stuck and the problem that you had when solving the problem. Also, schedule a session with a tutor and have them evaluate your work. It's always good to have a second pair of eyes look at your work, especially when those second pair of eyes are more experienced than yours. Lastly, simply ask a person in your class for help or a friend that you may know. Not everybody has a mathematical genius as a friend, but if you do, why not use them? When you combine practice, studying the formulas, and making proper use of free time, you will conquer pretty much any math exam. These tips can be the difference between passing and failing sometimes. They work for me, and I'm sure they'll work for you.